What's going on, guys? So today we are starting some of the stuff with Justin's build. We actually got these intercooler pipes welded together here and here, so there's only 4 hoses, and we got to put them on real quick. But first we need to clean out the intercooler. You can shut off. First we need to take off the intercooler and clean it out, because it was either oil from before when he blew his turbos, or oil. He never blew turbos, or oil because the current turbos are leaking. So, so we need to do that. Plus, we got to hook up the fuel pressure sensor, and we need to hook up. No, that's it. Hook up the fuel pressure sensor, clean out the intercooler, put the pipes on, and then we got to throw in a base tune that we got, and that should be it. So yeah, we're gonna get started ripping this thing apart, and then I'll show you guys some data logging on the highway. All right, guys. So we were doing some base map calibrations with the tuner, and that's kind of boring, so I didn't show you that. And we had to wire in. It's all temporary right now. We had to wire in the fuel pressure sensor and get that hooked up, and do some stuff with the what's it called? The
boost.
Yeah, the boost control for the BTI gauge. So the BTI gauge isn't like my car where I have the trim switch in there. You do everything on the BTI gauge to control boost and traction. So I had to wire that in, and that was fun. And it's just in there temporary because we need to get the clothespin Deutsch pin. I forget what they're called, but we need those. Because the connector's already there, we just need to get some of those. So yeah, now we're just checking ethanol content. You can turn it on, just don't start it. And we're just seeing what it's at right now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start it and then see what it does. Good.
Everything clear?
Yeah, make sure it's out of gear this time.
Yeah, you know.
Where's it at? Put the rest in while it's running. So we're trying to get the ethanol content above 70. So that's what we're doing now, because we're going to tune on E85 first, because doing the 93 tune later will be much easier. You can just add it. It'll be fine. We don't have to put that one in mine. We don't have to put that one in mine. We can put it in here. So we drained out the majority of the 93 and then put a 5-gallon jug of E85 in there, and then drained out 5 gallons. And now we're trying to get our ethanol content up. There's 65. So this is gonna take a while, but I'll get back on here when we're actually taking it for a run, and we'll talk about that, some more of that then. Oh, and we need to bleed the coolant system because it has a pocket. Actually, it just didn't even have that much coolant in it, so there's that. All right. Okay, we're gonna go.
Okay.
That was second, third, and a little bit of fourth. You doing second?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, that definitely felt. Yeah, that felt like it had more torque.
I don't think it's falling on its face in third. I think it's just loses the boost.
Yeah, you're good. That is so loud. Oh my God. All right, guys. So, unfortunately, our tuner, Lawrence Shipman, is very good at what he does. Well, that's not unfortunately. He's very good at what he does. But unfortunately, cylinder number 1 was showing a little bit of knock, which could be a combination of the idler pulley and the fact that we have 90 PSI in cylinder 1. So the motor's coming apart, which we did not plan on. But likely we'll do the standard rod and crank Cleveite bearings and stock piston rings, as long as the number 1 piston doesn't have any cracked ring lands. But the goal now is to, we got to fit the new Riddick's front bumper and make sure we don't have to trim anything around the intercooler.
We will.
Which well, maybe, but we probably will. And we're gonna drill the holes for the bumper as well, where it bolts in between the headlights. And then we're gonna take out the headlights, the front bumper, and everything here. And our goal tonight is to get the motor and the transmission out and the motor on a stand. If we can get to that point tonight, then tomorrow all we have to do is gut the interior and gut the engine bay, and it'll be ready to go to paint. I mean, the wing and body kit, that's easy to take off. So, but yeah, so our goal is to get the motor out, tranny out, motor on a stand, and that's pretty much it. So we are going to get to work.
Where's the 10 mil?
All right, guys. So Justin dying. So we got everything disconnected. We took off the upper intake manifold so we can get all the wiring off. And everything's disconnected. Motor mounts are unbolted. Drive shafts off. Slave cylinders off. Shifters out. AC compressors off. Power steering's off. So the only thing we have to do now is hook the motor up to the engine hoist on the hooks, and once we get that hooked up, then we can unbolt the 14 millimeter tranny bolts for the tranny mount, and then that'll fall because we already took the nuts out, and then just start picking it up out of here. We drained all the fluids in the motor and the radiator, but we probably should have drained the fluids in the tranny, but we can do that when it's out. It's not a big deal. So yeah, so we're gonna pull this out, and yeah, so yeah, you guys get to watch that struggle. All right, guys, so we got the motor out. That was fun. This tool right here makes the job so much easier. Once we figured out like what to do with it, it literally popped right up out. I think next time we need to either come down further on this chain, because it's tilted a little bit, but we were able to rock it and pop it right out. So now we're gonna throw the hood on the car, so the car can go outside. We're not dealing with anything under the hood or in the interior till tomorrow. We're gonna gut the engine bay and then power wash it, gut the interior, take off all the body kit stuff, and then tonight we're gonna get this engine on my motor stand. And unfortunately we have to pull apart the engine, so yeah.
Why we have to pull apart the engine?
Yeah, cylinder number 1 has 90 PSI. I think I said that. I don't know. I don't fucking remember.
No.
All right, so yeah. So we're going to get the hood on this car real quick and then push the car outside so we have room to work over here. And my wife has a place to park so she doesn't murder me. Okay. All right, guys. So we got the... We're starting to clean up right now. I'm not going to show you putting the motor on the motor stand. It's kind of boring. So we're gonna finish cleaning up so my wife can have her parking spot, and we're gonna throw the motor on the stand, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow we are gonna pull the car back in and finish gutting the engine bay and the interior, and then the majority of this stuff is gonna be going up in the attic over here, except for stuff that's getting powder coated, like the intake manifold. That's going to be for all his dash panels, and the headlights and taillights are going to be going to the body shop, and those corner markers so he can match everything up with the new Riddix front bumper. So yeah, so we're going to catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day. We're going to take the turbos off the motor and then get the motor secured on its own on the engine stand. And then the motor and tranny are going to go over here until the car is gone. Once the car is gone, then we're going to start tearing into the motor and tranny and cleaning everything as we do it. Like I said before, the motor's coming apart, so that sucks, but we got to do it. Gonna have to replace the seal and the 2 seals in the rear of the transmission, and we'll power wash the whole transmission, get it nice and clean and looking good. Same stuff we did with my car when I built it. But yeah. So we're gonna get the turbos off, get the motor fully secured, and then we'll be back. All right, guys. So we got the turbos off the motor, and we're not gonna be touching this until the car is out of here, because we want to get it out on Monday, so we can get this part gutted. But we got the turbos off. These are upgraded hybrid turbos from Superstore, and he's considering selling them for the right price. If anyone's interested in hybrid turbos, just shoot me a message. Are you done?
Yeah.
Just shoot me a message if you're interested, and we can discuss pricing. One thing we're doing, like I did with my car, is everything's bagged and labeled. Literally everything. So if you do decide you want this twin turbo set, you will get everything bagged and labeled. All the intake parts, everything, but you might, maybe the hot side intercooler pipe, because we might have to create a new one if he goes single turbo. We'll have to look at that, but yeah, I mean, for the right price, he'd probably throw in that hot side intercooler pipe. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna break this up into 2 separate videos for tearing it apart. So the next video will get released next weekend, and then this video should get dropped tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you on the next one.